with Kenneth O'Neal. Good morning, Kenneth.
I heard that hesitation.
You did. I was doing some technical stuff.
Technical. That's why we're here. The technical stuff.
Yeah. At any rate, how are you today? And happy St. Patty's Day.
That's right. The day is St. Patrick's Day.
And I take it by your last name, it has something to do with your origin.
It does, and I have a very close relationship to the two cities in America that actually celebrated the best, and that is New York City. Right. Guess the other one.
Boston, obviously.
Boston, Massachusetts. That's right.
Yes, I could tell by the tattoo on the top of your head.
One day I'll tell you the great story about how I almost ended up in Boston, but my dad couldn't make a deal with my uncle.
Wow. Them Irish people are hard to deal with.
Hard negotiators.
Yes, that's it.
So shamrock is the word for the week. Shamrock, okay? It's a three-leafed plant commonly associated with Ireland and St. Patrick's Day. And it comes actually from a Gaelic word, old Gaelic word, meaning young clover, widely recognized as a symbol of good luck, prosperity, and Irish heritage.
And we have, if you find a three-leaf clover, you're in good hands.
But the one that is the greatest is that four-leaf clover, which is like a unicorn. There's not many.
Oh, really? See, I noticed you have a three-leaf
That's
clover.
right. That's the norm. Yeah. That's kind of the norm. All right, so it's a symbol of Ireland. It's associated with St. Patrick, who made, because of this, he made Ireland well-known and famous worldwide because of the shamrock. Now, here's what he did. Now, this is all according to legend. Remember this. St. Patrick is the saint of Ireland.
Right.
Used the three-leaf shamrock to explain the Holy Trinity of the church to the Irish people in the 5th century. So in the 400s, 450 or something. And the traditions were that it was a good luck, or it was a sacred number that would run out all the pagan beliefs. You remember when you did your world history, you ran into a group of people called the Druids, D-R-U-I-D-S. They're from that area of the world, and they believed plants and symbols with three parts had religious leaders, and they believed plants and symbols had some kind of mystical properties. So that made the shamrock powerful and well known, actually before St. Patrick ever came to Ireland. So he was either born in Scotland or Wales, not actually in Ireland. And around the age of 16, he was kidnapped by the Irish raiders and taken to Ireland as a slave.
Really?
So that's how he got there originally. But he, as he was in prison and serving as a slave, he found faith. And he had a vision that guided him to escape and return back to his native land, either Scotland or Wales. And he felt called to return back to Ireland as a missionary. So he went back, he studied, he was in a monastery, became a bishop, returned to Ireland to spread Christianity to the Irish people. And so he's credited with converting thousands of people to Christianity. All right? So there's three legends about St. Patrick. So we're not real sure this is real, but it's always good for good discussion. Use the shamrock to teach the concept of the Holy Trinity. All right, three parts. The most famous legend, though, do you know anything about this?
No, go ahead.
It tells of St. Patrick banishing all the snakes from Ireland. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Okay, I'm bringing that back to your memory. All right.
Okay, yes.
Banishing the snakes. And the story, really, truly, is probably a metaphor for driving out the pagan beliefs. Okay? So that's the most famous legend. But it probably, Ireland never had snakes. But that's a good story. And then there was a time when
I think it's too cold.
too cold for snakes. They're smart, yeah. Lighting a fire on the hill of Tara on Easter Sunday, when it was actually forbidden to light a fire on Easter Sunday. But the king, who the king was at that time, I forget, but he was impressed with his boldness toward the Shamrock and Christianity, so that's when he began to get influence in Ireland. So he died on March 17th, and that's today's date. And it's now celebrated worldwide as St. Patrick's Day. And originally it was a religious holiday. But now, on an international celebration of Irish culture, parades, green attire, and symbols of the Shamrock. So it's a fixed day. It always stays the same. It's March 17th. That was his death. But the best St. Patty's Day parade is in Boston, Massachusetts. Today there will be over 1 million visitors
Really?
into Boston
Oh, my.
to celebrate. Now, of course, we also know about Chicago. They pour green into...
Doing San Antonio.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's New York City, though, is
There's
the
a lot
one...
of people that are green with envy.
Green with yeah, that's great. Green with envy. And St. Patrick, though, he was Catholic. And do you know the color that you're not supposed to wear on St. Patrick's Day?
Brown.
No, not brown. I'm going to give you one more guess.
Okay. Red.
No, it's orange.
Okay.
And you know where that comes from is that King William of Orange,
Yes.
okay, he had a major conflict with the Irish Catholics. And so it's looked upon as being disrespectful to actually wear orange on St. Patty's Day.
Thank goodness I didn't wear orange today.
That's right. And the other thing that has always been talked about, why in the world would a green shamrock, what is the bad part about it or good part about it? But the legend is that if you wear green, it makes you invisible to all the leprechauns. Because, see, if you don't wear, you're okay, you have on green, nobody can pinch you. But if you have on blue, you can be pinched. Okay?
That's one way of getting attention, I suppose.
That's the way, I think that maybe that's what it is.
Okay. Where does top of the morning come from?
Top of the,
It's an Irish.
that's right. Top of the morning. I think that's good luck to you, buddy.
Yeah, okay. I just thought, I'm not trying to confuse you
No,
or,
but you
or put you on the
almost
spot.
did. You almost did. But there was one thing I want to ask you.
Oh,
Is he saw
right.
St. Patrick when he got a hold of the Shamrock. He saw God, okay, and he took that message and saved thousands of people for the kingdom of God.
Uh-huh.
My question is, how do we see God?
Carefully.
Okay.
Everybody's got their own way of seeing God. It's not, you may see it different than I. So that's what we all should.
Okay, are we fair to look at God as being... Should we fear God?
I don't think so.
Okay, so in the Old Testament, we got that God that slayed all these people, and then of course Jesus came, and the whole thing changed.
Precisely. If I was in the first book, probably I'd say yes, but I'm not in the first book. I'm in the second book.
Ah, that's a good way to look at it. But the whole point is, how do you see God? And that's what I want people to reflect on this week. So if we got the Shamrock,
Right?
all right, and so reflect on this St. Patrick. He saw it and took it and used it. All right. So is there something in our lives that we can take, maybe an experience that we've had,
Oh, for sure.
and then
Yeah.
share that with other people?
Oh, definitely.
Right.
Definitely, because everybody's got at least one, if not many.
Many.
You were saved in a accident, and everybody else was, or you went to war and you were saved. And there's several examples.
Yeah, several. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. I always think back to when I accepted Christ. My grandmother told me, she said, Kenneth, if you will accept Christ, you don't have to go to Africa. And I said, oh, okay, I'll do it. Later on, though, when my friend Vern Wortman invited me to go to Rwanda, I said, no, Vern, I can't go. God, my grandmother told me I don't have to go to Africa. And he said, God changed his mind. And so I went.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
All right, so the word of the day is shamrock.
Shamrock.
So take your shamrocks and sort of abide by them, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right.
Think about
That-
what you're holding in your hand.
That's it. Don't worship them, but just abide by them.
Okay.
See? I can help you out there, Kenneth. If you'd like to chat with Kenneth O'Neal, he's got lots of words and lots of wisdom.
Yeah, God did me well there. He gave me a lot of wisdom, but he consulted with my grandmother.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Kenneth O'Neal, and you can chat with him by merger at
Windstream.net. Correct.
Or you can call him and set up a chat time.
Yeah, 830-285-7010. We can have coffee. We
Right.
can have lunch. We can have dinner, whatever. Just begin a conversation.
That's what it's all about, ladies
All
and
about.
gentlemen. Yes, it is. All right. Thank you very much. Have a great week, and
You too,
top
sir.
of the morning to you.
I'm going to look that up.